What up, YouTube? It's been, I don't know, a couple of weeks since I posted the update video of my channel. I got some big things to do on the channel that I just went and bought. Got a good price for it. It rhymes with Blanger. I'll show you that in a minute, but I did want to show you guys a problem that small GM cars have, like the HHR, the Cobalts, Cavaliers, Pontiac G5s, possibly the G6s too. I don't know. I'm going to show you what problems that I had, and it was a guy on YouTube that helped me fix it. So I'm going to share it with you right now. All right. This is completely my fault. When I went and bought the thing that runs a Blanger, he hadn't run the truck for a little while, so the battery was dead. And so when he got it to where I was at, where I could look at it and take a look at the fluids and make sure everything's straight on it, whatever, the battery died. I had to cut it off, check the oil. Well, one crankback, like shit. Well, he had jumper cables, and I pulled my G5 over to it and jumped it off. Well, there's a module right here at the jumper post, because the battery's in the back of the car, it's in the trunk. So there's a jumper post and a ground up here. Well, the TCM was sitting out of the case probably about a ½ an inch. Well, as I put him on there and I went to put him on the truck, the battery cables moved and the positive touched the TCM. It's whatever. Okay, I figured it wouldn't do nothing. Boy, was I wrong. After I made the deal on the Blanger, the thing that rides with Blanger, we took off to leave. My wife was driving the red car. I was driving the thing that runs with Blanger. She calls me. Hey, the transmission's not shifting, and the speedometer don't work, and the gas gauge is just not working either. So I'm like, oh my God. So I'm freaking out. So we pull off to the store, and I'm sitting there trying to assess what's going on, see if it has a fuse pop, fuse blowed, or something. So with the battery unhooked, I check all the fuses. I even take the relays and pull the relays out and put them back. And I connected the battery back. Well, the gas gauge started back working, and the RPM gauge started back working. So it's okay. Well, we drive a little ways, and it still won't come out of first gear. And the power steering don't work, and the speedometer don't work. So I'm going crazy because I'm down in Atlanta at dark, and my kids are at home, and I'm freaking out, blah, 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 blah. Well, long story short, I drive up 85, probably about 15, 20 miles in the first gear. I said, I got to go home. And something clicked in my mind, so I put in YouTube as I was driving, which I ain't supposed to do that. It's against the law, but I did it anyway. I just said, speedometer relay location. Well, this first video pops up, and I just click into it, and it says, if you're having a problem with the power steering, transmission not shifting out of first gear, and your speedometer, please watch this video. So I'm like, okay. Well, I watched the video, and I got to, he's got talking about his problem, and when I touched when the positive touched the TCM, it fried the internal ground on the switchboard in the module. And he said, all you have to do is take a wire, wrap it around the TCM and ground it. And he says, your problems will be fixed. He's like, it's just a temporary fix until you can get a new one. He's like, but if you're stranded, that'll get you to where you're going. So let me show you. I found an old iPhone charger wire, stripped it, and I ran it all the way down, and I stuck it right there to the body of the car, fixed it. So if one day your shit just quits working, your power steering goes out, your transmission won't come out of first, and your speedometer don't work, it's your TCM. Just wrap your ground around it and ground it to the frame. It'll fix it. I don't recommend keeping it like that because it might short something else out. I don't know, but just get a new one. It'll get you home or to get you to where you're going, but just get a new one. But that's what I wanted to show you about, guys, about the Cobalts, the Cavaliers, the G5s, HHRs. All have the TCM up here at the battery post or the battery jumper post. But let's get into what I wanted to show you guys. Right here. Let me zoom it out. It's a 4x4. It's white. It's a 2000 model. You gotta excuse my yards because I'm still cleaning my yards up from the remodel. So I took a day off to clean my yards up and get my grass cut and to do this video. A guy named Andrew, I bought the truck from. He's a really nice guy, super nice guy. I got it relatively on a good price because the transmission's shifting hard, so potentially needs a transmission rebuild. But it got me home. It got me 80 miles home. It's got the 4.0 in it. It's the extended cab. The doors are locked. I gotta go get the keys and unlock the doors and show you the inside. But it just looks like an irregular inside of a Ranger, except the seats is probably out of like a 05, 04 model. They're not the original seats. They're actually brand new. I think one's got like a little tear in it right here. That's it. I'm gonna get rid of these seats. I'm going with some bucket seats. I got big plans for this truck. As you can see in my older videos, that I had a Ranger with a $1,000 system in it, and I didn't do no competition shows. I didn't go to cut shows or nothing like that. It's just I didn't build it for that. I just built it just to bang around. I used 2 Orion HTCA 122 12s on 10,000 watts. So that's what I'm going to do to this truck. If you're interested in audio, I'm going to pull all the seats out, carpets, headliner, everything. I'm going to dynamite everything. I'm going to put a stripper pole in the front. I'm sealing up everything. Everything's getting tight because the last build I had on my 99 Ranger, as you see on my older videos, is that nothing was dynamited. Everything flexed. I lost a lot of dB, which I did. I got a 50 out of 212s, so that's good. I got a 150 out of 212s, so that was really good. But this time my goal is 52, 53. That's my goal. So I think I can do it. But there is going to be a lot of mechanic work on this truck, like brakes, rotors, hubs, bearings, all of that. It needs oil change, and transmission fluid needs to be changed because it is kind of black. I'm going to do all that. I'm going to give the truck a bath. The only bad thing about the body is the bed. It's got a big gouge. See it? It's got a big gouge right there. I don't know what that was from. I don't know what happened. But I'm going to pull the dents out, and I'm going to grind it down. I'm going to Bondo it and get it all flat and get ready to paint. But I ain't worried about that right now. It's not necessary right now. But what is necessary is getting the brakes, because the front, you can see the rotors are pitted real bad, and so it needs brakes. I'm gonna probably do that in the coming weeks, probably next week. My buddy is supposed to be coming over every other weekend and helping me build the truck. He's gonna help me rip the headliner out, the carpet out, and gonna dynamite everything. He's gonna have me do everything from the first to the last, because he's helped me on the last 3 builds. So he's gonna come help me every other weekend and help me do everything. So yeah, just look forward to upcoming videos. Probably, I want to say midweek, next weekend, something. I just got to make sure someone's at work that takes my spot. Because me working 6 days, 14-hour nights, it's hard for me to make time, so I took the day off. For one, I wasn't feeling well last night, and so woke up this morning, I was still feeling like shit. But I kind of felt better a little bit after I ate something. So I got out in the yard, cleaned the yards up, got the grass cut, and I want to do this video to show you guys that the channel is fixing to start picking back up like it was a long time ago. Because when I was building the V8, I was putting there like 2 videos out a week, 3 videos out a week. But I'm not going to be doing that anymore. Fuck putting the V8s and shit, and especially if you ain't got the money. I'm going to tell you, with my experience with putting the V8 in the Ranger, I learned a lot. I learned a lot of what not to do. Because I had no one to show me, and so that's how you learn. Just do it on your own, you know. But my advice, if you're going to do it, have about at least, have a few grand to spend. Probably about $3,000-$4,000 just to spend. Some people might say that's excessive, but it's better to have enough money, not enough. I'm gonna give a shout out to Rick Rangers on eBay. He makes all of the drop kits and all kits, but the 8s and Rangers and shit, dude. He custom makes shit out of Michigan, and he makes the mounts, engine mounts for the V8s into the Rangers. Just check him out on eBay. Rick's Rangers. He does the drop kits on the suspension. He does everything there is to know about a Ranger. He does it. He is a real good guy. Awesome machine work. But that's where I got my motor mounts from, is him. They in the house somewhere, packed up still. But the biggest thing is finding the correct mounts to do a V8 swapping a Ranger. Sometimes if you get like a 99 Ranger and like a 99 Explorer with a V8 in it, find one that's wrecked and take everything out. Everything should drop right down in there in the truck, because the motor mount should be the same. So all you have to do is really just drop it in. If it don't drop in, Rick Ranger has got the brackets to do it, and they're $50. You can't beat it, and they're fucking 3/8 inch steel. They're like this fucking thick. Let's see. But anyway, enough about that crap. It's over in the past. But just keep a lookout for new videos, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. It's free. It don't cost you a dime. I do pretty good content. I got a Note 10. I do all my videos with. I don't have like GoPros and junk like that right now, but it's on the way. I want to get a 3 GoPro where I get 3 angles of the videos I'm doing. That's what I want to do. But GoPros is like $400 a piece. And so I just got to save money to get them. But anyway, I got a Note 10. It does really good. So this is what I'm going to do the videos with. But please like, share, and subscribe. I know I've rambled a lot in this video. If you don't want to watch it, that's up to you. But I got big stuff coming to the channel with this truck. I got everything to do to this truck. Everything. So please stay tuned. Like, share, subscribe. Peace out, guys.